Welcome to episode 788 of ApartmentHacker. This is Mike Burnett, ApartmentHacker. It's my mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. So many years ago, I was a property manager at a gigantic community in Federal Way, Washington called Waterstone Place. I don't think it's called Waterstone anymore. Waterstone Place presently. And across the street, we had another 100 units. The name escapes me. The Villages or Village, something like that. Anyway, the punchline to the story here is that at that time in my career, I was in my early 20s, and I believed in my heart of hearts that I could save any and every employee or team member that worked with and for me, right? That is to say that if that person got off the rails in any way, shape, or form, that I could bring them back under my own individual influence, right? And spending time with them and taking care of them and nurturing them and helping them and so on and so forth. And I remember working with a porter at the time who had fallen asleep under the desk a couple of different times. They were famous for finding hiding places and getting some sleep. And it was my mission to help this person see the why in their job, so that they could be inspired by it. Despite the fact that it was just a porter's position, I tried to help that person see that it's not just a porter's position. It is about curb appeal. It's about, someone coming home at night and wanting to live in a community that was picked up and that looked shiny and clean and something that they could be proud of. And this person's job, in a sense, was a thing to be proud about because you make other people proud to call that place home. So anyway, long story short, I spent a ton of time trying to bring this person around. I never got him there. And I took so long, it became a detriment to the business. And I remember talking to someone, and this is the punchline of our little short conversation here today. They said to me at the time, and I don't mean this remark as offensive to anybody in any way, shape, or form in terms of religion, but he said, look, you're not, the guy who was counseling me, look, you're not Jesus. You're not going to save everybody. That's not your job. Many times your job is to help that person realize that they need to make a change. They need to get out into the world someplace else, and that is someone else's job to help inspire, motivate, and find purpose for that person. It's not your job to find purpose for every single person that works in your organization. So my encouragement to you is, if you have somebody that's been hanging on too long, that you've invested a ton of time in, and they are not making change, you have to figure out a way to gracefully help them find the next opportunity in their life so that they can get on to somebody else that might help inspire them. So it's not your job sometimes. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.